So, in the last session, what we discussed? Determinants of ethics. We discussed intention, purpose, circumstances, consequences, objects. We discussed objects also. Nature of object can be positive, negative. Some are neutral objects. Neutral objects. Tell some. Yes. Between it becomes they are good or bad depending on the situation. We are talking about writing. How writing fast is also important. Writing at right pace in examination. We have also daily writing, answer writing program. One of the person wrote 4 questions in 2 hours. 4 questions in 2 hours. So 20 questions, 10 hours. Hope is flexible. You listen to my feedback and improve upon. Flexibility is important in this examination. When we also discussed an example, when this is right, this is right, this is right. Consequences can also be wrong. I gave an example of Bhandara. People keep Bhandara. Intention good, purpose good. Purpose to serve humanity. Consequences. Everyone gets food poisoning. What happened then? Though this were good, but moral responsibility will be there as the organizers did not ensure what food is hygienic. Moral responsibility. Many people die of food poisoning, you know. In my city, few people died of food poisoning. Okay. What the corporation statement was? People should avoid street food in summers. Not. Ideally, they should be. We will inspect more. We will check health licenses. They are saying you don't eat outside. We will not inspect street vendors for hygiene. Ethical governance. Absence of ethical governance and responsibility. What all we discussed then after that? You are not revising? For what? Yes, to scrutinize the conduct. We should also know whether there should be knowledge, free will, voluntariness. Because if under some situations person may not have, but person is ethical, conduct becomes wrong. I gave you an example. Sleepwalking, someone murders someone. Then we discussed 2 micro case studies also. Have you done the homework on demonetization? Okay, we'll check after the class. सबने किया है? जो present थे, at least everyone did. ठीक है? See, one thing I forgot to tell you. Transformational leadership, we discussed how women are suited more for transformational leadership. See, every organization is going to die. Every organization, be it any organization, it's going to die. Every organization is going to die. आज नहीं तो कल कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खत्म होने वाला है. But many organizations are dead. Can you name some? No, but new organization. ठीक है. Planning Commission was forcefully murdered. You can say. But market forces killed them. Nokia, once very good company, dead. BlackBerry, dead. What they see, what this lot of researchers happen, they say if there is a transformational leader, he can delay the death of an organization. Delay the death of an organization. So you can link this in civil services. Civil services as an institution can survive if there are transformational leaders. A country can survive if there are transformational leaders. And we all know the research by Harvard Business Review, women are more suitable in transformational roles. So top positions in a government institution, women should be promoted. Cabinet secretary, principal secretary, national security advisor. Then transformational change can come. See, what this transformational leaders do, they will delay the death, but they can also change the organization in such a way that organization is not old, organization is entirely new. So you have a new organization. So further delaying the death of an organization. And women are more suited here because of high emotional intelligence. They take into account emotions, feelings, promote team building. That you can relate with civil services as an institution also, and leadership in government of India also. Okay. Today we will talk about something called as morality. See, people, someone missed, I guess, last class. Please watch the video. Very important for case study solving. Otherwise, 125 mark. You will write anything and everything. May not be helpful in getting good marks. If you are missing, okay, unavoidable circumstances. But before coming, I'll recommend, please watch the video. By evening, I am making sure they are uploaded on your portal. Helpful to maintaining continuity. Morality now. What is morality? Can anyone try? What is defining morality? Okay, good. But individual values can also be ethical values. Try. A lot of things have been taught. You should try. It's not that you are not new. You are new. Yes, 2 weeks since ethics is begun, lot of insight, foresight has been explained. Which established principles. So ethics be, na? Okay, principles. Okay, yes. Okay, good try. Ethics is established standards. Okay. Yeah, anyone want to try? No response from this side. Okay, no worries. Keep revising. You will also develop the thought process. Morality. From mores means character, conduct, behavior. Morality is derived from a Greek word called as mores. It means character, conduct, or behavior. Morality is about good or bad. Morality is about good or bad, whether that particular conduct is good or bad, right or wrong. I'll dictate this, don't worry, just understand. We also used the word moral philosophy. While explaining ethics, I use the word moral philosophy. Ethics is also moral philosophy. Moral philosophy is what? Philosophy of right or wrong. When we say she is a or he is a moral person, means what? Means what? He is a good person. She is a good person. That person is an immoral person. Means what? Bad person. Okay? Inappropriate control. Morality is based on values. Morality is based on values. Some values you hold. I will dictate all this. Focus here. No need to write now. Morality is based on values. Some value you hold. You hold values like human dignity. Your action will be determined by your values, whether you respect human dignity or no. Some values you must be holding. Vegetarianism, eating veg, good. Animal rights, compassion, values you're holding. Value system. Values we will also discuss in detail. Now, isn't there a confusion? Confusion हो रहा है? होना चाहिए कुछ. Morality is more character and conduct. Morality is about good or bad. Morality is a philosophy of right or wrong. Morality also deals with human conduct, whether conduct is good or bad. Any questions? Questions should come. Yes, ethics is also the same. Now, why then using a separate word called morality? Ethics भी यही पढ़ा है, morality भी है. There comes the importance of difference between them. Important question. UPSC's favorite area, morality and ethics. Sometimes they ask directly, differentiate between morality and ethics. Sometimes indirectly. I will tell how they may ask indirectly. It is true that some similarities exist between morality and ethics, but all moral standards are not ethical standards. All moral standards are not ethical standards. Some moral standards can be ethical also. Some ethical standards can be moral also. But all moral standards are not ethical standards. हाँ हो सकते हैं, but morality फिर वो ethics बन जाएगा. If all moral standards are ethical standards. हाँ, if उल्टा हो सकता है, but that will come ethics also. We'll discuss the difference, then we'll understand properly. Oh, can you tell some moral standards which are not ethical? Okay. Vegetarian is moral and ethical, but forcing someone to become veg, right to food, forcing. Then some morality you yourself must be practicing, which may not be ethical. Louder. That is okay. You need rules to ensure, but morality that is okay. Someone must be thinking it's moral right. No one should curb my liberty. I'm a free individual. I have right to decide what is right or wrong. So moral values you must be having. But I'm looking at a more broader example. Casteism. Casteism is moral, but not ethical. Casteism leads to what? Differentiation. Not ethical. Egalitarianism, equal society policy, equal. And many others. Soldiers what? But situational ethics, no. But situation, professional ethics. Yeah, think this you should know. Many of you must be practicing also morality, which may not be ethical also. Analyze your life. This section, why so much silent today? Okay, charity is inherently ethical, but your intention matters. Charity is what? Positive word, willingness to share. That is done due to your ignorance. Lack of knowledge. Drinking, excessive drinking, yes. If you're drinking, then you're creating ruckus, that is unethical. But we also learned ethical egoism. Yes, very good. It was moral at one point of time. More examples we'll discuss when we talk about differences. Now you write down. We'll come to differences, then we'll discuss more. Ethics and morality give the headache. Morality term derived from Greek word mores, meaning derived from Greek word mores, meaning character, habit, and conduct. Therefore, morality also deals with human conduct. Whether it is right or wrong, morality also deals with human conduct. Whether it is right or wrong. Next point. When the term moral philosophy is used, When the term moral philosophy is used, it means philosophy of right or wrong. Philosophy of right or wrong aspect of human conduct. Example, when the term moral philosophy is used, it means philosophy of right or wrong aspect of human conduct. Example, he, she is a moral person. He or she is a moral person. Or his, her conduct is highly moral. It means a good conduct. When the term immoral is used, when the term immoral is used, it means inappropriate conduct. Next, right? Morality is also based on values. Or standards of conduct. Standards of conduct. That is when any conduct is moral. That is when any conduct is moral. It means it meets, then it means that it meets some standards. It means that it meets, that meeting some standards. That is set of standards, then conduct is good. It will meet some standards. Meet some standards. Therefore, ethics and morality seem to be the same. Seems to be same. As they have similarities. As they have similarities. And it is true as well. And it is true as well. As moral standards can also be ethical standards. But all moral standards cannot be ethical standards. That is, there are some differences in between them. So, first point of difference, known right now, listen. Morality standards which may or may not be established. Established. These are established standards. We all studied many standards, deontology, teleology. They are established. So, what can be the second difference? Derive from this. RattaMaar example. Derive from this. These are may not be established. These are established. So yes, okay. Yes, anyone? Very good. And these are relative. Very good. Largely relative standards. These are universal. Relative, India may have some standards, US has some other standards, your home has some standards, moral standards, other neighboring home has different moral standards. So these are relative, but these are universal. Across borders, across neighbors, across all humans have these universal objective standards. Objective. Now, derive from this. Relative. Individually बात करना. Depends on individual likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes. हाँ, subjective. आ गया यहाँ पे subject. Depends on individuals. Likes and dislikes. Some individual may like something, some individual likes violence, some individual dislikes eating meat. Less with individual likes and dislikes. I request, please focus. You can write later. Conceptual clarity is important. Okay. Now, अभी यहाँ पे क्या है? Depends on individual likes and dislikes. Less to do with individual likes and dislikes. Human conduct should meet established standards. Likes and dislikes. Human conduct should meet established standards. It doesn't matter what you like or not. Your conduct should meet those standards. Deontology, teleology. It should meet those normative theories. Your conduct should satisfy normative theories. One more derived from this. हाँ तो आ गया ना इसमें relative universal. No, egoism and altruism is also ethical standards. Ethical egoism, ethical altruism. हाँ पर ऐसा कोई रूल लॉ तो बना है. It's about self-established standards. Situation ethics is that no one will guide you. ये situation your circumstances will determine. Codification can be of constitutional law. वहाँ कहाँ कोडिफिकेशन है? ये तो ऐसा कोई कोडिफिकेशन नहीं कि दिस पर्सन शुड बी वेजिटेरियन, दिस पर्सन शुड बी नॉन वेजिटेरियन. सेल्फ बिलीफ्स, इंडिविजुअल लाइक्स एंड डिसलाइक्स. which साइंस वर्ड हमने यूज किया था? हाँ, सम साइंस वर्ड. रैशनल, यूनिवर्सल में हो गया रैशनल. It's about right or wrong. Deals only about right or wrong of individual conduct. But this is about what? This is also science, establishing standards. Science of right or wrong of human conduct. Right or wrong of human conduct. Normative science, we studied normative theories, science, normative science, positive science, physical science. What should be normative science? What should be the standards? Is normative science. Yes. Universal concept. Universal. Relative. So it talks about, ethics talks about what should be the basis of determining right or wrong. It's not only about right or wrong, but also what should be the basis. The basis are established standards. Ethical principles are the highest principles. Conduct meets ethical principles, then your conduct is right. Not moral principles. Moral principles okay, but ethical principle uske upar hai. Your conduct should meet this also, but many times this will also ensure this. Moral can also be ethical. Morality is more about individual, and individual can be anything here. One person is an individual. 4-5 persons can be individual. Many persons, summation of this 4-5 individuals can be an individual. So a society can be an individual, summation of many people. So something can be moral in one society, immoral in other. In some society, people have hero worship, where dictators are there, especially African countries or some Gulf countries. Hero worship. North Korea, hero worship. Moral to that country, but against human dignity. Human cannot be a god. God is only our ethical principles. What religion teaches us? Ethical principles. If you are worshipping hero worship against human dignity, Dr. Ambedkar was very much against hero worship. Hero worship will lead to moral degradation of the society. Society will start decaying. This is what Dr. Ambedkar said. So, individual can be a one individual, summation of individual, group of people, caste is one individual if you consider morality from that perspective. A country can be an individual. Something which is moral in one country may not be ethical. Something that is moral in one country can be ethical also. Can you name some morality in our country which is ethical also? Name some moralities which is inherently Indian and it is ethical also. Give some examples. Think. Some values which are inherently Indian, which are ethical also.
What is
Respecting India. Yes, very good. Vasudev Kutumbakam. Bakam. What this mean? Entire world is one family. Universal brotherhood. ग्लोबलाइजेशन अभी आया, तब से हम बहुत टाइम से बोल रहे हैं. ग्लोबलाइजेशन से वर्ल्ड इज वन विलेज. ने पहले बोल दिया. यूनिवर्सल ब्रदरहुड, मेनी अदर. यूनिवर्सल ब्रदरहुड. फिलोसफी निष्कामन कर्म. ओके. वैल्यू मॉरलिटी. Think. Yes, tolerance. India is a tolerant country. Peace-loving people. We never attacked any country. All country attacked us. At least again Balakot we attacked, but more of retaliation. Okay, we'll discuss this. 27/11 attacks happened. Was it right for then the government to not attack Pakistan? हमने अटैक नहीं किया, है ना? Think from long term and short term. We discussed yesterday. Consequences, outcome. At least everyone knows this. 26/11 Mumbai attacks. We did not attack Pakistan after that. Ethics in IR करके भी कुछ है हमारे सिलेबस. Think, was it right decision or wrong decision? Analyze in terms of consequences. Yes, now justify how. How ethically right? Good.
So long term, this will be maybe India, but
Okay, very good. Yes. Yes, here. Was it right or wrong not to attack Pakistan? Why? Very good. See, there was a forward that we should have attacked. Attack कर लेते. We were militarily strong, but अगर war ही चलता रहता, human lives would have lost. Human lives, inflation, ये तो बढ़ता ही है. Ukraine war, inflation so much rising, affecting the world. China करके भी कुछ है. इसका क्या स्टैंड होता? And these terrorists were not Pakistani army. You are attacking people. There were terrorists. You can blame your failure. ये जो सर्कल बना रखा है सिक्योरिटी का, लोकल पुलिस, यहाँ पे कौन है? नेवी, कोस्टल फोर्स, तीनों तोड़ के आ गए. See, long term how it benefited us. Then the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh ji, very good person, he adopted diplomatic approach. Diplomacy, हम पाकिस्तान पे प्रेशर बनाएंगे. What happened after that? All डेविड हेडली करके कोई था, अमेरिका ने जेल में डाला. हाफिज सईद प्रेशर इज ऑल्सो pressure internationally increased to curb terrorism. And today, FATF, Financial Action Task Force, इन्होंने पाकिस्तान को डाला है ग्रे लिस्ट में. दिस इज नॉट वन डे, ये जो कल्मिनेशन था इसका रिजल्ट है. एंड पाकिस्तान इकोनॉमी इज ड्रेनिंग, वेरी बैड स्टेट. See this long term consequences of this action. And that time people are blaming Manmohan Singh ji. He was right. History will be kinder to me. So differences are clear. Morality and ethics. This is more useful in ethics in IR. Maybe also useful in case studies. उस पे भी एक आते हैं. This is clear. फेवरेट क्वेश्चन ऑफ यूपीएससी, इनडायरेक्टली पूछ लेंगे या फिर इनडायरेक्टली कैसे पूछेंगे? डिफरेंशिएट, ethics can be relative, also universal, critically analyze. तुम फंस गए, यूनिवर्सल भी बता रहे और रिलेटिव भी बता रहे. कमांड इज क्रिटिकली एनालाइज. यू हैव टेल ethics cannot be relative. What is relative is morality. Ethics are always universal. This is they are asked indirectly. You don't ask directly nowadays. Directly एक हाथ दो आ जाते, but this you have to identify the question, which area is coming. That is critical thinking. So if one's foundation is good, then only she can identify कि ये ऐसे ऐसा है. तो किसी को relativism और universalism में फर्क ही नहीं पता है, what he will identify. Yeah. So write difference between morality and ethics. Write under morality head first point, based on standards of conduct which may or may not be established. Based on standards of conduct which may or may not be established. Right under ethics head now. ऐसा दो बना लो, morality and ethics. ये लिख लो, based on standards of conduct which may or may not be established. Right here, based on established standards under ethics head. Largely under morality, right? Largely relative standards. Under ethics, based on universal standards, that is objective standards. Third point, depends on individual likes and dislikes and preferences. Depends on individual likes and dislikes and preferences. Example, a person may like to fight. One of them has not come today. He likes to fight. Example, individual may like to fight. He likes the philosophy of eye for an eye. She likes the philosophy of eye for an eye. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. Mahatma Gandhi. Forgiveness is the trait of strong. The weak and the coward can never forgive. Gandhiji further said this. Makes the whole world blind. Quote. Example, a person likes to fight. He may follow the philosophy of eye for an eye. Makes the whole world blind. That is different. The interpretation will be different. Less to do with, right under ethics, less to do with persons likes and dislikes. Under ethics, less to do with persons likes and dislikes. Her conduct should conform to ethical established standards. Her conduct should conform to established standards. Right, fourth, under morality, only about right or wrong aspect of human conduct. Only about right or wrong aspect of human conduct. That is individual behavior. Only about right or wrong aspect of human conduct. That is individual behavior. Right, under ethics now. It is the science of right or wrong aspect of human conduct. That is, it is a science of right or wrong aspect of human conduct. Okay. So right after that, after the difference, ethics is not only about what is right or wrong. After the difference, नीचे लिखो. Ethics is not only about what is right or wrong. It is also about, right, number one. Ethics is not only about right or wrong, but it is also about, right, number one, what should be the basis to determine anything right or wrong? What should be the basis to determine anything right or wrong? Number two, it is established ethical principle. Established principles, ethical standards, principles. It is also set of higher standards. It is also set of higher standards. Highest standards, highest. इसके ऊपर कुछ नहीं. On the main aim of life. Main aim of life. See what Aristotle says. On main aim of life. Establish standards on the main aim of life. What should be the main aim of life? Aristotle, what is the main aim of life according to Aristotle? Well, yes, happiness is the main aim of life. And what he interprets happiness as? Wisdom. Highest good. That is what is ethics about. It means, right? It means morality is more about individual standards. Ethics is more about established standards. In case of, now right below that, in case of individual standards in morality, in case of individual standards in morality, individual can represent, in case of individual standards in morality, In case of individual standards in morality, individuals can represent number one. In case of individual standards in morality, individuals can represent number one, individual themselves. Number two, any society, culture, or group of people. Any society, culture, or group of people. Number three, any country in the context of world. Any country in the context of world. That is when morality can consider one individual, society, group, or the country also can have some moral values. So things are clear about morality and ethics.
Science to but not related to science to science is
Yeah, we discussed the three types of science. Established standards है ना इसमें. What should be? It answers this question. What should be the ethical standards? ये है normative science, positive science. What is? Three types of science. Science don't interpret in terms of only physical science, maths. Here we talk about reasoning, critical reasoning, acquiring knowledge. What should be? Additionally, in school, college, we study science means that only physics, chemistry, logic, reasoning, cause, effect. We can study science in laboratory, experimentation. This is also science, normative science. In the field of disciplines in academics, three types of science. Okay. Now, relationship between morality and ethics. Now, conceptual part. Now, understand. As we discuss, some things can be ethical, not moral. Lot of examples I'll give. Lot of digging I have did for finding these examples. Now listen, don't draw, don't write. I'll give time. Tell something which is only moral. Tell one by one. Sati was moral, not ethical. Sun preference. Sun preference was moral. Huh? Parda system. Yes, Parda system. But Parda is our own right. If a woman wants to wear, she wants to wear. If someone is forcing, then it's more immoral. A woman wants to wear a burqa, her right. But someone is forcing her to wear, not right. Parda, largely, if forcing someone, then it will come. I will not keep it here. Tell. If forcing, then they're subject to it. Someone wants to wear a parda, own choice. Triple talaq, okay, you can say. Some cultural practice there, but it's now nullified, so okay. Talaq, right. Tell. Eating veg, being a vegetarian is more on individual preferences. Food preferences. Food preferences. Someone non-like what? Child marriage. Yes, it was moral that time. Very good. Child marriage. Casteism is also one. Casteism. Polygamy. Okay. Polygamy. One practice I will tell. It came in Hindu. Anga Pradakshana. Listen. Write this in exam. It will be helpful. Anga Pradakshana. Now, what is this Anga Pradakshana? This more has a religious tone.
But
See, we have to see a religious book in the context. That time humanities was that way only. People were oppressive. So, okay. Anga Pradakshana. Wait, this is very important example. It was in news. Exam में लिखोगे, it will be helpful. What is Anga Pradakshana? पढ़ा हिंदू में किसी ने आया था 2-3 weeks back. Anga Pradakshana is a practice in Tamil Nadu, a temple called in Nerur place. There is one temple. Sadguru Sadashiv, some temple's name is. What happens there? People will sit for eating food on floor here. They will use banana leaf to eat food. After the eating is over, many devotees will roll their bodies on the plates, on the food. Roll their bodies on the plates, leftover food. Yes. They believe it will give them spiritual happiness. Let's see whether this is there on the internet. Tribhanga dance form. Shani, not Shani. Shana. This temple is it? Guru Sadashiva. I think no pics on internet. I found one. Now it's difficult to find. Many these practices they keep hidden. So this is that. Recently, it was banned by Session Court of India. Session Court, High Court के नीचे रहता है Session Court, but Madura bench of Madras High Court upheld it. Now people go to Supreme Court, I guess. Hopefully they will ban it. They justified it, saying it's under Article 25. It is a part of our religious practices. Okay? Article 25, and they have further said, they were giving reasoning. Is there? But there are no plates. But this is different. This is their own temple, Tirunamala. There is no food here. Need to find. Yeah. So listen now. Google it at your home now. So what reason the session, so the High Court gave that it is under Article 25, part of religious practice, and they said it is also equality. They said previously there was a practice only Brahmins will eat on the floor and other devotees will keep rolling. But they are saying everyone eats here, everyone rolls. Violation of human dignity. Human dignity is human values. Right. Yes, morality है ना, इसलिए तो हम morality पे रखे उसे. They're moral to their society. Also, there was a practice वो जलीकट्टू. ये पता है? हाँ. दिखाओ. Everyone knows जलीकट्टू. बहुत बवाल हुआ था इसको. जलीकट्टू. See, this is Jallikattu. What happens in Tamil Nadu on the day of Pongal? यहाँ पे मकर संक्रांति बोलते हैं, क्या बोलते हैं? On the day of Pongal, this festival is kept. Under this festival, a bull is running, and humans have to catch the bull by this hump. Many times bull dies, many injuries happen to the bulls. So it was against animal ethics. People went to Ministry of Animal Welfare Board went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court banned it. People protested. People started Jallikattu. Then government, huge protest happened in Chennai. Tamil Nadu government passed an ordinance about Jallikattu. Then Supreme Court again said we will ban it. Then they passed a law. So law overrode Supreme Court judgment. Now this is happening. Now there is Jallikattu Premier League also. See, morality. I guess still the case is pending. I guess in Supreme. I didn't read further, but now there is Jallikattu Premier League also. Violation of amendment rights, but it is moral according to them. Jallikattu. Okay. Yes, one more. I don't know. One is animal sacrifice also. Animal sacrifice. Animal sacrifice may be moral in some societies. I guess Durga Puja, they sacrifice animals. But in some other temples, it may not be appropriate. Yes, many places, many temples also. Eating beef may be moral, but immoral in a country. But nowhere in Hinduism is written beef is immoral. Ancient India, तुम लोग भी पढ़ो, तभी you will come to many aspects. See, apart from this, see how our country is against poor. Meat is not considered good, right? Poor person in our country, what he does whole day? Construction work, labor, road banate, khotte. Imagine the amount of manual labor he puts in. Every muscle must be paid. Protein requirement कहाँ से करेगा? चलो दाल. दाल not a good source of protein as quality as animal protein. दाल कितने में मिलता है? 200 रुपए kg. Other animal sources are also there. Chicken, mutton 900, chicken 240. Can a poor person afford this? 900 रुपए खर्च कर सकता है, दिन के 200 रुपए कमा रहा है. But that meat cost is 20 to 30 rupees kg. But that meat is immoral in our country. So what he'll do? Hungry, drink and sleep. Drink what? Which alcohol? Methyl alcohol. That lower grade alcohol, methyl alcohol it is, and more refined alcohol is ethyl alcohol. C6N6 benzene है वो, CH3 H4 C6H6 benzene, no use for you. So methyl alcohol will drink, body में पूरा पेन, नींद आएगी नहीं रात भर. So drink alcohol and sleep. Alcohol leads to alcoholism, beating wife. This is how our country is anti-poor. दर्द, बहुत दर्द हो गया इतना, पर अभी सुबह वापस काम पे जाना है. That's why India is home to most hungry people in this world. No nutrition. And they will remain trapped forever in that cycle. Unless there is welfare. मध्य प्रदेश में मिड डे मील में अंडा मिलता था, बैन कर दिया. At least poor children get protein sources. Milk में कहाँ protein source? Milk is also very perishable. Anti-poor. Solution: social mobility, welfare state. Civil servants should not be corrupt. That is the importance of social reformers. हमारे देश में रिफॉर्म्स कब हुए? राजा राम मोहन राय, पढ़ा है तुम लोगों ने? फीमेल फीटिसाइड, विडो रीमैरिज, सती, एक खत्म हो गया, दो तो अभी भी चल रहा है. विडो रीमैरिज स्टिल नॉट एथिकल इन आवर कंट्री. रेनेसांस वहां कब हुआ था? वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज में प्रोटेस्ट इन एथिक. Revolutionary people, then those issues are no relevance today. They protested against the church. Don't control us. Man is born free, not to suffer. Then these poor people will say, "हमारे पुनर्जन्म का पाप है." Irrationality, no rationality in them. So now tell something which is ethical only, not moral. Only ethical. Okay, इसका ऑपोजिट मत बताओ, कुछ अलग अलग बताओ. Yes, gender justice. Gender justice, I'll break into gender identification. All right, proper. Gender identification. You understand gender identification? A person born in a wrong body, maybe a man, but he thinks he's a woman, or other way around, a woman born in a man body. This is my right, how I want to identify, not moral in many societies. Then LGBTQ rights. India में भी these rights are respected, but Islamic countries not respected at all. Then same-sex marriages. Ethical. My choice, liberty, but not moral in many societies. Tell more something from your end also. I will also come to know something new, which is ethical but not moral. Female rights, justice for all, gender equality. Talk with me, okay? Anything more you can think about? Huh? Compassionate capital, ethical also, moral also. Narayan Murthy, compassionate capitalism. That time you were saying compassion. Now 70 hours a week. You should work like laborers. I'll pay you still. How much Infosys is paying? It is 20,000 rupees. Still for new people. I graduated that time also they were paying same. Today also same they are paying. Yes, many people think children are gift of God. Now ये दोनों का बताओ अभी थोड़ा ethical also and moral also. Some values, ethical also. Yes, universal brotherhood, Vasudev, Kutum, Bakam, honesty, values, all values with full integrity. और बता ये दोनों का जो एथिकल भी है मॉरल भी है. ह्यूमन डिग्निटी, all human values. Respecting elders will also come. Very exhaustive. Any examples? ऐसा बना दो एग्जाम में, एंड में मिडिल में बनाना, यहाँ पे कंक्लूजन में मत बनाना. समझ रहे ना सब? शुड आई टेल? बना लो ये सब में. एग्जाम में ये ऊपर लिखना सब, ये सब तो लोग लिखेंगे, then he'll think you are relating in current affairs also, able to write. Jallikattu, casteism, sati, son preferences, triple talaq, veg food preferences, child marriages, animal sacrifice, polygamy, anga pradakshana, Jallikattu. Courage will here, ethical also, moral also. Gender identification, LGBTQ, same-sex marriage, gender equality. Then इसमें वासुदेव कुटुंबकम, honesty, integrity, human dignity, human values, respecting elders. Food is very in some societies not moral. In many countries it is. Some fundamentalist countries, even in India, largely not moral. But don't consider it as good. It's all human beings. Okay. But you should also know where to stop. Exam में ये लिखते रहोगे time चला जाए. You can write for your understanding, no issues. But see, time also, time management is also important. This will enrich your answers, these diagrams. Many people force food preferences. Once I was traveling, then one person sat beside me. I ordered my meal. That person started asking, "What is your name? Where are you from?" I know where it was going. I ordered my favorite meal. Then he started to lecture. You are from this. On this day, you are eating non-veg food. I listened. Okay. Then I responded. I gave him a good lecture. Different people, different views, very fascinating country. हो गया ये सबका? Right now, ethics and morality has following relationship. Make 3 cells. Relationship. Values. Illustration or examples. Illustration or examples. Relationship. And then make this. Another way of presenting relationship, values, illustration or examples. Ethical and moral. Question में कम analyze the relationship between ethics and moral. बस वो diagram बना दोगे, इससे नहीं चलेगा. Diagram is examples. You have to write a difference ethical, then you have to show this. Draw this also. Ethical and moral. Moral but not ethical. Ethical but not moral. Write this. I will tell values also. Everyone make this. Ethical and moral. Moral but not ethical. Ethical but not moral. Yes. Selflessness, integrity, selfishness, cultural value, cultural values, selflessness, integrity, selfishness, cultural values, liberty, human rights. Yeah. Liberty, human rights, war, gay rights, what are gay rights? LGBT. Right, all this. Civil and moral. It's nice. Take a minute. Ethical but not moral. Moral but not ethical. Yes. When personal values meet ethical values. When personal and ethical values match, like Vasudev Kutumbakam. Another way of presenting. Ethical and moral, selflessness, integrity, illustration and examples. When personal values and ethical values match, Vasudev Kutumbakam. Moral but not ethical, selfishness, cultural values, war, sun preference, ethical but not moral. Liberty, human rights, example, live in relationships, third gender. See, if two question comes, if they are asking similar things, don't draw this in both the questions. एक में ये बना, एक में ये बना. It specifically asks relationship between ethics and morals. तो ज़्यादा representative तुम्हारा choice है. I'll prefer the Venn diagram. इसमें ज़्यादा fit कर सकते. Case study भी आ सकता है. Case study में भी दिखाओ कुछ आ गया case study में ऐसे बना के. Not much difference. इसमें थोड़ा ज़्यादा conceptual चीजें हैं. वहाँ more examples हैं. Okay, it will depend on the situation, how you are writing the exam, what kind of question is there, how much you concepts you have written. अभी concept बहुत लिख लिए, time कम है तो exam के लिए ये बना दो. Time ही नहीं, ये बना दो ये फटाफट. 2-3 मिनट बचे बस. ठीक है. You will also appreciate it. She was innovative writing. Okay, write down now. Generally, morality is based on, after that, Generally, morality is based on individual society. Based on individual society, cultural standard, generally morality is based on individual society, cultural standard, which may or may not match ethical standards. Which may or may not match ethical standards. That does not mean there is something wrong. Rather, they should be seen. They should be seen in a way that both are important for the society. The way both are important for the society. Both are important for the society. Now we will discuss values. Values discuss नहीं हुआ था. See, values you will understand easily. What are values? Can anyone try to define? Huh? Values, what are values? Of food. Yes. Very good. Values are standards of conduct that guide individual behavior. तुम्हें कुछ guide कर रहा है ना? Someone has value of being punctual, so that is guiding you to be punctual, be on time. Values are like similar to morality, differs from individual to individual. Some person may have different values, some may have different values. Values differ. Some people have equality values, they have same values that everyone should be treated equally. Some have prejudice, this person I won't treat equally. In some homes also values differ. In some home it is a value to have give preference to a male over females. Values, value system. Some are like morality only, universal values, brotherhood, etc. Some are contextual, specific to some society. Relative, it differs from society to society. Now, can you people may name some Indian values? You all must be knowing this. I have spoken also in this session some Indian values. Same repetition, some morality, peace loving, Atithi Dev Bhava, hospitality is one value. We are very hospitable country, so much hospitable that we allowed British to rule. We didn't realize when hospitality was converted into exploitation. Tolerant society. Or also, collectivism is inherent. A collective society. We have a collective habit. People form groups, neighbors one group, Another area neighbors, one group, collective people. In our homes also collectivism is there. Many Indian homes, people eat food together, not alone. Collectivism. Caste is all about collectivism. One group of people, collectivism. Now, name some Western values.
Individual.
Yes, individualism. Then, yeah, expansion. So, अभी नहीं colonialism था तभी. Egalitarian society, egalitarian type. सब equal है. वहाँ पे कोई caste नहीं है, religion based नहीं. Men are also equal as egalitarian society. See, in Western countries, police will handle females also. Male police will also handle female also. Female police handles male also. Egalitarian society, सब equal है. Prejudice नहीं, इसीलिए इंडिया में फीमेल पुलिस डिफरेंट, मेल पुलिस डिफरेंट. दे विल आइडेंटिफाई. द थर्ड जेंडर पुलिस कौन है, इनको कौन हैंडल करता है? बोथ मेल एंड फीमेल. देयर आर सम यूनिवर्सल वैल्यूज आल्सो. Universal values, can you name some? Yes, honesty, speaking truth, non-violence, sympathy, justice, tolerance, human dignity, all human values you write. Universal values means they go beyond time and space. They are universal everywhere. Okay, values clear? Now we'll open one more dimension of values. Values are clear. What are values? Tell. Define. Standards of conduct which guide human behavior. Values can be strong values, can be weak values. Strong values form the core. ये core है, ये periphery. Periphery keeps on changing. That is weak values. Strong values will come. All universal values are strong values. Weak values. India में भी some values have changed. People are now also becoming a bit liberal. पहले बहुत conservative थे. Now a bit liberalism is also come. And values differ from person to person. For someone, religion may be a strong value. For other person, being an atheist may be a weak value. Religion, strong value in India, weak value in Western countries. Protestant ethic people don't believe much in religion. Western world, see, Western Europe, Eastern Europe. Western Europe countries, you know, Germany, France, they are more developed. Protestant ethic. Eastern Europe, Belarus, Czechoslovakia, Herzegovina, Romania, those countries. Roman Catholic, less developed because hold of religion. Then summation of individual values will become what? Societal values. Yes, customs, societal custom. Summation of societal values become country values. Summation of all country values can also become universal values. Universal values. Societal, individual. Now write down values in general. Values are standards of conduct. Values are standards of conduct that guide human behavior. Standards of conduct that guide human behavior. These standards of conduct differ from society to society, person to person, but there are some values some values which can be considered universal. But there are some values which can be considered universal. That is, values can be relative. Values can be relative as well as absolute. Values can be relative as well as absolute. That is universal. Relative values. Next heading, relative values. Based on individuals or societal standards. Likes, dislikes, social norms, traditions. Likes, dislikes, social norms, traditions. For instance, Indian traditional values. Based on individual, society, societal standards, likes, dislikes, social norms, traditions. For instance, Indian traditional values. For instance, Indian traditional values. Now write Indian values, all those values. Hospitality, Atithi Dev Bhava, Vasudev Kutumbakam, Atithi Dev Bhava, hospitality, Vasudev Kutumbakam, peace-loving society, tolerant society, collective society. Hospitality, Atithi Dev Bhava, peace-loving society, tolerant society, collective society. Huh? Peace-loving. We never attack anyone. We are peace-loving society. Now write Western values. Western, write some Western values. Liberalism, Liberal. 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 Individualistic. Egalitarian. Egalitarian. No. Now write universal values. Write some universal values. Human dignity, respect. Human dignity. Universal values. Human dignity, respect, truth, honesty, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. That is being thankful to everyone. Non-violence, sympathy, justice. See, in Western societies, now people are very respectful of human values also. When you walk in, suppose go to Western country, you walk, a stranger will also smile at you in Western countries. Human values. In India, people hardly smile. They are very serious all the time. Right? Yeah. Have you written all the values briefly? These universal values are considered. These universal values are considered beyond time and space. Beyond time and space. Now write next. Values can be strong values as well as weak values. Values can be strong values or weak values. Strong values are core values. Are core values. Strong values are core values. Do not change. Remain stable. Strong values are core values. Core. Do not change. Remain stable. Weak values. Strong values are core values. They do not change. Remain stable. Core. Core values. Weak values. Strong values of core values do not change. Weak values are peripheral values. Peripheral. They are at the periphery. See, concept is this way. This is core of something. This is periphery. This keeps on changing, but core remains the same. They keep on changing. Sometimes these values are not right, then some becomes universal values. Example, religion can be a strong value for one person. Example, religion can be a strong value for one person, but may be a weak value for other person. Yes, universal. They are universal. They do not change. They are beyond time and space. Now, one more question for you. Now tell how values are inculcated. Upbringing, yes. Society, culture, yes. Hereditary. Which values are hereditary? That is your family is giving you. Moral concerns भी value को कहाँ से आए? Are values inborn? Acquired, very good. Born or acquired. Yes, largely human values are acquired. Some inborn values are also there, human values, but largely these are acquired. Now, from where you acquire? Acquire family, society. Society में आ गया education is. Your role models. Yes. Society experience. See, a child is born, a child is like a clay. Family, very important role. In what values you hold. Your behavior is an gives an insight to your family. What values are holding you are holding. Further, when a child is born, it's like a clay. It gives imprints, family imprints. They mold the child. These values are there. Then the child will further socialize. Will go to school, college. Very important for personality development. School and college. New values she will learn. Then entire society largely acquired through socialization. Process of socialization is very important. Now for someone in the family, he she seeing dowry, normalize dowry, then consider dowry as a value, a morality. But someone in their family is telling it's a social evil. Dowry is a social evil. Then positive value. Society and family plays an important role in value building a society. APJ Abdul Kalam said, if you want to develop a country, transform its children. Children, summation of values. Some people have role models, very important for value building. Now, who are your role models? That also depends. Wrong role model, wrong value. Many people have nowadays trollers as their role models. One famous YouTuber is also there. Many follow. Once checked his profile. So many young people are following him like crazy. Very wrong. Bad value system. Children doesn't know. Social media they see. They must be thinking this is good, this is bad. They don't know. So value system society is very important. Role models very important. Politicians very important. Wrong value system results in crime against women. Now after a crime happens against a woman, then some Indian politician made a statement. What they made? Girls should avoid wearing revealing clothes. Girls should not go out late in the night. Very wrong. But see, this one child is growing. Maybe that minister is from his constituency. He'll think this is right. Imprint is their value system is built. Whenever then he will see a girl wearing revealing clothes according to them, then he'll think that girl is not right. Then he will do wrong to them. This is importance of value system. Revealing, not revealing, it's in your head, your perception. It's also personal liberty to wear what kind of clothes anyone wants. Then value system plays an important role. If in someone's house it is normalized to discriminate his sister, then he will also discriminate women at workplace. Character is built, family values are very important to build a character. And young age, tender age is where character is built, values are transformed. Later, very difficult to change values. One person becomes an adult. Adult becomes rigid, not possible to change. And there needs a big intervention to change values. Intervention can come from whom? Suppose you commit a crime, one person keeps committing crime, needs an intervention, wrong values. Intervention means criminal justice system will send him to jail. But you may have also come across, even after going to jail, they come out, they keep on committing crime. Because it's difficult to change once value system is built. That's why one I will give this tender age. Values learns the right values, wrong values. Your intervention. But intervention should come early, otherwise difficult to change. Now, what happened there? IS Maharashtra. You can see what value system she must be having. Wrong values, wrong family upbringing. Maybe right for them, wrong for them. I'll just come back here. Child. This is how values are inculcated. Please draw this. A process of socialization. This is a process of socialization. Socialization में ये सब चीजें सबको socialization, process of socialization. Respecting elders also results in wrong values also. Whenever elders say wrong, you should also tell this is wrong, this is right. But respecting elders may also result in inculcation of wrong values. You may not counter wrongs from first generation, second, third, fourth generation. Values differ. Child socialization, teachers, family, leaders, or role models. हो गया सबका वो? If right values are being inculcated, needs less intervention. If wrong values are needed, more intervention is needed. Aristotle said, good people do not need law because they have a strong value system. Bad people needs law. You will wear seatbelt for your own safety or for avoiding getting fined. Plato said, bad people will always find way around the law. Bad people will always find way around the law. Now you tell example. One example application everywhere. Bad people will find way around the law. Even if law is there, people can find loopholes. The recent case of fake certificates. Plato, one more thinker is there. We'll discuss in the end. Not much contribution to ethics. Plato. Any doubts? So now see, ये बना लिया सबने? See, once a human is grown, he becomes an adult. It's difficult to change that because changing values involves this process. One you have learned, you need to unlearn and then relearn. Changing values. Changing values. Very difficult to change values once a person becomes an adult. पहले गलत अगर चीजें तुम्हें पता है, you have to unlearn that. Learn then unlearn. Then you have to relearn the new values. People should have flexible attitude. In civil services, one of the important values needed is flexibility, dynamism. Then only you will able to take the feedback and improve on. Many aspirants, sorry to say, don't have flexible attitude. This is very important.
So flexible that someone has been वो भी change कर
नहीं, पॉजिटिव वे में हम देख रहे हैं इसे. Being an aspirant, you also should have flexibility. Taking feedback in a proper sense is also required. Once I had a student, public administration. I be strict with public administration because it's optional. She was writing answers. I was evaluating. I'll give what feedback is there. I'll give realistic feedback. I gave. She didn't like. She came to meeting. Then she started arguing. Then what to say now? I told her, see, you have to stay in reality. What happens? Many people just live in bubble. Some people keep feeding air to that bubble. Don't show them reality, even if they're right, wrong. They'll say it's right. Maybe big bubble had happened. Reality struck her. Then refuse to accept, refuse to take feedback. How one will begin to that if you don't take feedback? I don't believe in painting a rosy picture. You are right? Because why to keep fooling aspirants? So she stopped writing altogether. Changed the option. Before she had some options, she changed to PubAd. Now changed to some other. Flexibility is important in your preparation also. You should be open to criticism. Criticism means feedback. Okay, question now, how values are acquired whether they are born to that field right now. How values are acquired whether they are inborn. Whether values are inborn. How values are acquired whether they are inborn. How values are acquired? Values are acquired whether they are inborn. Right now, largely values are acquired, not inborn. Whenever a child is through the process of socialization. Values are acquired through the process of socialization. Whenever a child is born, she is like a clay. She is like a clay. Clay. She is like a clay. Clay gets molded. Clay gets molded and imprinted. Through the process of socialization. Imprinted through the through the process of socialization. It is socialization It is the process of socialization which determines values of individual, which determines values of individual they have acquired which determines values of individual which they have acquired at the tender age. All of you have drawn these three diagrams, right? This, and this. Okay. Since it is difficult to unlearn, and relearn, new values by changing wrong values which were acquired through the process of socialization, inculcation of right values, at early stage of life, becomes immensely important. That's why socialization is considered as a key. That's why socialization is considered as the key for any society. As it determines generational values. See, that is, values are passed from one generation to another generation. If socialization is wrong, the wrong values will be passed from one generation to the other generation, which in turn determines strength of the society. Strength of any society. That's why it is said children are the future of the country. Children are the future of any country. Good values है तो society will have strong values. Inculcation of good values from childhood, good socialization. You should have good leaders, good teachers. हाँ, वहाँ पर डिग्रेड सोसाइटी डीके होने लगती है ना, मॉरल डीके होने लगती है. एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम said if you want to transform a country, transform its children. APJ Abdul Kalam said if you want to transform a country, transform its children. See, one question has also come in UPSC with regards to socialization. I think the question was analyze the importance of family, leaders and teachers. So that way you have to write this way, mold it, use diagrams and write. See, value system, next we'll discuss how values are changing in our next session. Values are changing in Indian society also, how some values are diluting, some now in the Gen Z culture, that social media culture, some values are new are coming, old are diluting. That we'll discuss. Then we'll discuss social norms and ethics and law, ethics and religion. Those are also favorite area. So demonetization, everyone has done. We'll discuss. I'll give you brief outline also. Demonetization, everyone must be knowing. ठीक है, ethics corruption से रिलोड बोल लेते. How demonetization intention was to stop corruption. Values in ethical governance भी. Demonetization पता था? उसमें इसको ये ब्रेक में कर दो थोड़ा. इसका इंटेंशन क्या था? नेचर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट, intention, purpose, circumstances, consequences. Those who are not there, demonetization. इसका नेचर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट मतलब इनहेरेंटली कैसा था, अच्छा या बुरा, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, इंटेंशन क्या था, पर्पस क्या था, सर्कमस्टेंसेस, कॉन्सिक्वेंस. ये लिखो, अपना खुद बना के लिख दिया. वेरी गुड. यू कॉपी लिखो, नो कॉपी. तो ठीक है, अभी हो गया टाइम, पेपर सबमिट हो गया. आप लोग भी please break demonetization into this parts. Nature of object, positive. Good. I guess we discussed, so you are able to write. Yours? Okay, well try. Largely, many people are writing properly. नेचर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट टू कर्ब मनी कैसे, नेचर क्या है, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव, किसका है? ऑब्जेक्टिव्स और थे ना सारे लिखे, पहले इंटेंशन लिखो ना फिर पर्पस, पहले इंटेंट होगा फिर तुम पर्पस करोगे, पहले इंटेंशन कुछ होगा तुम्हारे दिमाग में फिर एक्शन ऑब्जेक्टिव्स करोगे। स्लो इम्पैक्ट ऑफ कोविड यहाँ का आ गया, ओके ठीक है बाद में हो, पर इमीडिएट कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस थोड़ा शॉर्ट टर्म में कहा है। कोविड का 2019, डिमोनेटाइजेशन 2016, अरे वेरी गुड, एटलीस्ट यू कनेक्टेड विद कांत, मीन्स हो रहा है। Don't give the verdict before only, disastrous. Yours, write verdict later. पहले थोड़ा analysis. To analyze properly short term, long term, क्या consequences हैं. I think we largely discussed when you are able to write. Yes, have you written? Okay, but connect properly with philosophers also. Okay, watch video and attempt at home. Bring tomorrow next time. Write yourself. हो गया? Okay, I'll wait for 3 minutes. 3 minutes में लिख लो. Try attempt. What will happen? Wrong ही लिखोगे क्या? इधर कोई punishment नहीं है गलत लिखने के लिए. It's moral is of the same. Morals is about. It's moral is of same. but थोड़ा है difference. I will teach later. अभी के लिए same ही समझो. Minor difference. Morals are individual principles. Morality is more of values. मतलब different. कल डिस्कस मंडे को डिस्कस करेंगे values and morals. No class, enjoy weekend. Okay, satisfy your ego needs. I don't know about the morning class, but no. Satisfy your ego needs in Saturday. See what I've observed from this class. Many people who have the experience of this exam, they are very regular. New people are not. So they know the importance of this classes. New people are not able to realize. They know why ethics is important. Then next time you say we'll build again foundation. Okay. Next time circumstances may change. It become different. May become difficult. May become easy. Me regular. Today also many yesterday's faces I don't see. हो गया reduce transparency. ट्रांसपेरेंसी बढ़ा रहा था, कम कहाँ कर रहा था. अच्छा लेफ्ट नेचर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट पॉजिटिव ठीक है. इंटेंशन वॉज मॉरल इकोनॉमी. ब्लैक मनी हटाना था, मॉरल इकोनॉमी सही करनी थी, इंटेंशन होता है, ये ऑब्जेक्टिव हो सकता, पर्पस ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या था, टेररिज्म रोकना है, ब्लैक मनी, फिर काउंटरफिट नोट्स, सर्कमस्टांसेस ये डिबेटेबल है, क्या सर्कमस्टांस कुछ था नहीं है ना, ऐसे 8 बजे आ गए, आरबीआई वाज अगेंस्ट डिमांड, कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस नहीं लिखे, ठीक, एटलीस्ट यू ट्राई, अप्रिशिएट दैट. Intention to curb black money, that was objective. ओके ठीक है, फिर अब बाद में हो सकता है पर्पस वो तीनों ऑब्जेक्टिव लिख दो, टेररिज्म, काउंटरफिट नोट्स, ब्लैक मनी. ओके सो गुड ट्राई. और किसी का चेक करना है कि शुड आई स्टार्ट? राइट ऑन योर ओन, क्या गलत ही लिखोगे, व्हाई टू बी अफ्रेड ऑफ एनीथिंग, यहाँ पे कोई पनिशमेंट नहीं है. आई एम रिपीटिंग अगेन, देयर विल बी नो ह्यूमिलिएशन एट ऑल. यू आर एडल्ट्स, यू आर नॉट स्कूल चिल्ड्रन. Should I start or anyone wants to write? Get it evaluated. Moral economy. Prime Minister's introduction was India ranks 80 in corruption perception index. So he was giving a moral jolt कि हम इतने करप्ट हैं. Corruption Perception Index, Transparency International एक NGO है that releases Corruption Perception Index. How corrupt countries are. Purpose, you all know, clean economy. What was the terrorism, terror funding? Fake counterfeit notes, black money, money laundering. Circumstances is not clear. Why 8 PM? क्यों? सुबह भी आ सकते थे, रात को सब सोने जा रहे हैं, सब बवाल. लेबर्स के पास है 500 के सैलरी मिल के 2000 रुपए, हाँ भागता फिरा. सी द पैनिक ऑन पुअर पीपल, वेरी पैनिकी. हमें तो समझ है पर उनको तो इतनी नहीं है. एस्पिरेंट्स गॉट पैनिक दैट टाइम, डोंट नो व्हाई. RBI was against it, I guess. Urjit Patel was against it. He also later resigned. Lack of preparation was also there. Many times rules were changed. Rules were kept changing, so rules were not proper. People found a way, deposit their black money also. Bankers started to behave like bureaucrats. हम ही अभी है king, सब हमारे पास ही आ रहे. Different parallel economy started. Especially it was very hurtful for farmers also. तो APMC करके कोई जगह है, you know, Agriculture Produce Market Committee. A new system started. If you want through cash, less market value of goods will give, less money will give. If you want to check, जो रेट है उस पे देंगे. ठीक है, चेक लेके गए. That farmer goes back. विलेज बहुत दूर दूर होता है ना, चेक बाउंस. डू यू थिंक ही विल कीप फाइटिंग इन कोर्ट्स? यहाँ जाने आने के कोर्ट्स में सारे इतने पैसे लग जाएंगे. दिस सिस्टम स्टार्टेड. लैक ऑफ प्रिपरेशन, कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस, शॉर्ट टर्म हार्डशिप, यू राइट, ऑल दिस. मेनी पीपल डाइड स्टैंडिंग इन द लाइन. देन पीपल स्टार्टेड सेइंग देश के लिए मरे long term consequences are disastrous. Economy started to fall. MSME closed. Even today, this all inflation, you can see due to demonetization. Intention was right, everything was right, but different ways can be found. Target only gold, people having gold, having real estate. That would have been so. See, this all is very helpful for case study, breaking the case studies. This may seem to be very routine, but helpful in case studies. We discuss also how people miss the dimension thief case we discussed yesterday. So that way it is. Okay, see you guys.